as it looks like Destiny has taken his gold expansion as well down here. And meanwhile, it looks like the Red Force is going to be moving into the middle of the map. Looks like Drop is being researched by Destiny back at his base. So we'll have to keep an eye out for some potential drop play coming out of Destiny's Overlords. I'll try to keep an eye on the minimap just to see when that does happen. But in the meantime, this very nice army for our Red Zerg, this maxed out 200 out of 200 army is going to be knocking on the front door of Destiny pretty soon. He does have quite a few spine crawlers here around his gold expansion. That is nicely defended. That is almost 15 spine crawlers. It looks like that's actually 13 spine crawlers. I promise I can do math. And a couple of Zerglings have taken the liberty of going ahead of their team, and they will be in some serious trouble as they're getting fungal growth around the spine crawlers down there, and they will all be taken care of pretty quickly. But meanwhile, this attack is commencing at the gold expansion. These roaches all getting fungled, these roaches getting fungled as well. But meanwhile, keep an eye on that battle, but it looks like these overlords down here will be moving across the map, as I promise I can click it correctly. This 4 overlords are full of banelings, I believe, so they will be doing some damage. Meanwhile, Destiny is losing this battle at his gold expansion as Infested Terrans being spewed by machines, Infestors taking the front lines, absorbing some damage, and then dealing some right back once they do spawn. So Machine is pretty healthily taking a foothold outside Destiny's gold expansion, but these overlords over here are going to be flying right over a drone line. Will they be able to drop and do a ton of damage? They will, as Bane Rain is commencing on a mineral line, and all of those drones facing their swift and painful demise. Only a handful of Infested Terrans still alive here. Destiny will be able to take care of that pretty readily, and that hatchery is pretty safe from going down. Still a couple of banelings raining down on these drones. Run away, drones, run away! But they can't, as the banelings are just a little bit faster. There's still 2 banelings. These 2 drones are so very scared for their lives, as if these banelings run at them, they really have nowhere to go. So Destiny was able to take advantage of Machine's diverted attention, Machine focusing on attacking Destiny's front door, and Bane Rain went down on a ton of drones. So Machine getting the sour end of that deal, I believe. I'll take a look at the resources loss tab after we watch this battle right here, as there are just too many roaches for Machine, and these roaches for Destiny are at this point going to be overwhelmed. Overlord still alive up here. Are there any banelings left? I do not believe there are. So yes, those were cleaned up eventually. And it looks like Infested Terrans being spewed by Destiny's Infestors will be enough to repel this assault of our Red Zerg Machine. One roach actually getting a nice flank right there, but not attacking beforehand. 20 workers killed by those banelings because he had 0 previously. So a very nice Bane Rain right there by our Blue Zerg Destiny. These players are right around even in the resources lost tab, already above 11,000 resources lost. So this indeed will be a very, very painful war of attrition for both these armies, as these roaches for Machine are going to be overmatched because Burrow has been researched for Destiny. Machine is going to be getting Burrow himself. He will be forced to attack something else that is not burrowed. He will be diverting his attention to this blue expansion, the 3rd base of Destiny. There's 1 spine crawler up here, but now there is not a single spine crawler, as that was very rapidly taken down. And now Destiny is supply blocked, losing a couple of overlords around the map in this exchange. Roaches for Destiny going to be swarming in here to try to defend their drone friends, and there are a lot of roaches, and these roaches for Machine have nowhere to go, so they will be taken care of in short order. There's still quite a large spine crawler field protecting this area of the map for Destiny, kind of just cutting off his main base area from the rest of the map with those spine crawlers. Corruptors are now on the field for Machine. I don't believe Destiny has access to those quite yet, but what Destiny does have is a 5th base put down here at his right o'clock, at the 3 o'clock is what I meant to say. So he will have 1 base up on his Red Zerg opponent here that is about halfway done at this point. We have ground armor level 3 along with missile attacks level 3 being researched by Machine right now. Meanwhile, at his base, looks like Destiny is continuing just to play down here with his spine crawlers defending his base, getting some nice creep up there as overlords are just all around the map. These corruptors will be able to snipe overlords pretty freely, as there's nothing over here to defend against them, as this overlord's days are pretty much going to be up very shortly, as Zerglings are streaming down here for Machine. Will they be able to do some damage? They will find this base right now relatively unguarded. Drone's trying to get out of there. Will this drone be killed off? It looks like fungal growth trapping the majority of these Zerglings, and they will be very, very rapidly cleaned up by the roaches being called in for reinforcements. Destiny with a couple more overlords filled with, once again, banelings. It looks like. Is this overlord also filled with? Actually, no, those are infestors. Excuse me. So he will have some infestor drop play happening, dropping them right inside the main base of Machine, spewing infested Terrans all over the place. This is some pretty nice harassment happening on Destiny's part. And here we go. All of these infestors popping. That is almost an entire full tap, and it will be over an entire full tap shortly as drones losing their lives in the mineral line. That is too bad for Machine. Up to 27 workers killed now for Destiny, and these are pretty dangerous right now as this hive rather is going to go down. So Hive Tech is offline now for Machine. He is trying to get some roaches up here to defend. The infestors have already been evacuated inside these overlords, so these infested Terrans will probably be killed off, or if not, their timers will run out. So they will be taken care of. This hatchery, or this hive, now has to become a lair because Machine did lose his original ones to that very nice infestor drop play from Destiny. Destiny is just now starting to research groove spines and the ground armor level 1, so he is pretty far behind in terms of upgrades for his roaches. It is 2-2 right now for Machine, and Destiny only has the 2-0. So his roaches are a lot less robust than Machine's. Machine does have 4 Broodlords on the field, so this might be some serious trouble for Destiny. Actually, no, he does have quite a few Hydralisks, so he at least has something to be able to counteract those Broodlords. But will they be able to do a lot of damage right now? And here comes the Broodlord attacks. Broodlings being completely eviscerated right now by a Spinecrawler field. That one roach drawing the short straw did get relegated into frontline duties, was rapidly eaten by some Broodlings. So that one roach was unlucky. This Spinecrawler now is the next one to fall, as Broodlings are relentless assault by those tiny little jerks that just take so very long to kill in relation to how much damage they can do in their very short lifespan. Roaches going to be attacking the majority of the army, and here comes a massive engagement here in the middle of the map. Oh my goodness, so much fungal growth going off on all of those roaches for Destiny. Those roaches are in some serious trouble as Machine has the much better concave. Destiny is completely trapped here in the middle, and all of those getting really quickly annihilated. So Destiny will have some defending to do, but meanwhile he does have 2 overlords. It looks like these are both full of, what are they full of? They are both full of infestors, so he has once again going for some infestor drop play while these roaches are still loose inside the 5th base now. They will be able to do some serious drone damage. When will Destiny decide to move out with these? And he drops them now. So meanwhile Machine is destroying this 5th base, but Destiny does have infestors loose inside the natural expansion. These drones did manage to evacuate before too much damage was done to them this time. A lot of action happening around the map. Roaches being cleaned up right there as this 5th base has gone down at Destiny's 5th base. This base is in some serious danger of going down as well. So Destiny is consistently denying Machine lair tech, as if he destroys this once again, that'll be the 2nd lair he managed to take out. He needs to focus fire this lair down. Is he able to do so? We'll keep an eye on those hit points. They are going to be taken out right there. The lair does fall as the last of Machine's forces have been mopped up by Destiny as well over there. Looks like these infestors, where are the infestors now? Are they still in the overlords? I cannot even see where those overlords are. They're so off the edge of the map, as this base is completely annihilated as well. So the main base and the natural form Machine have both been destroyed. Is he going to be getting a 3rd lair? He is indeed going to be getting this hatchery into, or this hive into a lair as well. So he really needs to get that tech back online if he wants to be able to produce those 3rd tier units once again. As Destiny is mustering his forces up, he still has his gold expansion up and running, as well as the Red Zerg, so both these players still have gold expansions. Meanwhile, some more infestor drop play happening at the top left. This base also getting shut down as infestors deciding to go off. Most of the drones did manage to get out of there alive. A few were unlucky and did get their lives taken, as this hatchery is in some serious danger of going down as well. Will Machine be able to hold this off in time? It does not look like he will be able to, and there goes that hatchery, popping as the last of the infestor Terrans go down. So just a matter of seconds right there, condemning that hatchery to its fate of death. So now only the gold expansion, or what once was the gold expansion, there aren't even any minerals here anymore. So our Red Zerg is in some serious trouble. He's getting a grand total of 0 minerals per minute. He is going to be getting this base up and running and just now transferred drones over there. Destiny is a little bit better at about 1,000 or so minerals per minute. So these players are going to have to remuster up their bases now because they've done some serious damage to one another. Destiny doing more damage to his opponents. But looking at the resources lost at both these players, 29,000 for Machine, 25,000 for Destiny. So a little bit of an advantage for our Blue Zerg right now. But both these players have lost half a million resources. Or not half a million, half 100,000. I exaggerated that by about 10 times too much. Still, that is a lot of resources to have lost, especially, you know, when a lot of those were your first base down here, and then your second base up here, and then also your third base, you know, just for good measure that he is going to be remaking, as there are a healthy 8 mineral patches up here still. So Machine will want to get that base back up and running as he does manage to snipe an Overlord. As Destiny does have a very healthy supply lead, right around 60 supply advantage. So if he moves out right now, he will have the vastly superior army. It looks like our Red Zerg is having ideas of expanding up here possibly. He does need to get some more bases to mine at because he is really, really hurting for resources. As these infestors once again dropping, given time to reload their energy, will be spewing another swarm of infested Terrans. So this hatchery's days are once again numbered. A couple of burrowed infestors right here going to be trying to find somewhere to do their magic as these infestors have decided to move down to that base as the hatchery just now dying for our Red Zerg up there. So he is relegated once again back down to one base, but this base is in some serious trouble now as well as another group of infested Terrans have just now spawned, and these drones basically just giving up on life, not even bothering to move them, and they will meet their end. So not too many drones alive right now, a grand total of 6 for Machine. He might just have to throw all of his resources into this one final push and try to do something as he is sitting on 0 minerals with very few, well actually 0 minerals coming in per minute. So he needs to push out, but unfortunately for him, his army is overmatched by about twice. So these units, once they fall, as will Machine's chances of winning this game. He does give the GG well played to Destiny, who very much deserved that, doing a lot of infestor drops all over the place. Well, starting out with that Bane Rain, getting some really nice drone killage down there at our natural expansion for the Red Zerg, and then just infestor drops, spelling doom for Machine as Destiny went up to 64 workers killed by the end of this game. So all in all, 34,000 resources lost for Machine, only 27,000, only, you know, still that's a lot of resources lost. Very well done by Destiny this game. I hope you guys enjoyed that game, and I will see you guys next time.